How's it going? This is Jordan, aka Banned by Demand. Today I want to go ahead and give you a small, but yet very informative, review on what I thought about the Elite 800s made by Turtle Beach. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. So, I've had these headsets now for a solid 2 weeks. And, man, I'll tell you what, these things are a tease, but they are not a please quite yet for me. It's kind of like when a hot girl, you take her home, you take off all her clothes, and all she wants to do is just talk. You get all excited for it, and it does not perform to your wantings, With that being said, it is a great, great, great headset. I'm just very blunt, so I get right on into it, right? Let's see. Let's just kind of talk about what it offers first real quick. I could start talking about active noise cancellation, dynamic chat boost with hidden microphones, DTS 7.1. But really, that doesn't mean anything to you guys unless you guys are really audiophiles, and that doesn't mean anything. I have ears, and I hear things. You know what I mean? That's what I review on. And, compatibility maybe, and convenience is nice. Obviously, this is probably one of the most convenient headsets. When I say that, completely wireless. Not a single wire. It's like a magic trick. Ooh, there's no wires. Magnetic whenever you drop it in the base, so it falls right in place and starts charging. On the right cup, what you get is preset. Your chat volume from whenever you hear other people talk, up and down. The mute button is for muting your voice. So with the preset, if you press and hold, oh, the headset turned off. So let's go back on this side real fast. Power button, volume up for game, volume down for game, and Bluetooth. Bluetooth is specifically used to pair a Bluetooth device like your phone. So you can actually take calls while you're playing the game. You get a phone call, it will ring or vibrate, and it'll let you know you have a phone call. And you can take that and switch right on over. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. Press and hold the power. No. Volume up, volume down.
Movie mode.
Alright, so preset, press and hold it. It goes to movie mode. Press and hold it again.
Music mode.
It's in music mode. Press and hold it again.
Stereo mode.
Stereo. Last but not least, press and hold.
Game mode.
It's in game mode. And from game mode, you can actually preset it to very, different, yet unique presets. So let's do that. Tap it once, don't hold it.
Tuned for shooters.
Tune for shooters. Tune for shooters, I mean, to my knowledge, is going to be where the sound's meant to sound like bassy. Guns are going to have deep impacts. Explosions are going to sound extremely bassy. I never really used shooter unless I was playing a single-player game. Obviously, I care more about multiplayer and sound whoring and hearing footsteps. So, press it, tap it again.
Tuned for racing.
Racing games never used.
Tuned for sports.
Sports never used.
Superhuman hearing in games.
Superhuman, I don't care what it says. Basically, this one to me, I don't get it, man. This one and the Footstep Focus. They sound very, very similar. Obviously, Footstep Focus focuses more on the treble. Here's the thing. Without me saying what these presets even do, I could not find a specific preset that I thought sounded better than my AX Pros. And those are a 4-year headset. Those are half the price of these. So basically what I'm trying to tell you, these are a great, 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 great convenient headset. I love the fact that they're wireless. Actually, for them being leather, which leather is very cold on the ear at first. Once you start playing and getting all sweaty and all into the game, they start getting real warm. Real warm. I actually sweat with a lot of leather headsets, really bad. These ones, not so much. They are very comfortable, very soft. Now, after a few hours of wearing them, I do feel like my head's starting to get squeezed, though. That, to me, is kind of a downside. Also, I do sit on a couch. I sit right there, right on a couch, and sometimes I sit back. And when I sit back wearing these headsets, these buttons, they're very, very, very sensitive. Like, you just have to tap this barely, and it will go ahead and it'll hit a button. And it's annoying to listen to this girl talk. Cancellation off, cancellation on, Bluetooth on, pairing, trying to search. I don't want to hear that. I wish I would have made that a lot less sensitive. That way, you know, I don't know. It's almost like a touch button. It's so light and sensitive. With that being said, these plates here, they are interchangeable. You can get different colored plates. I don't really care about that. We just care about sound, right? Now, a good thing, besides convenience and comfortability with these things, you know, for a short amount of time, is honestly these headsets are probably the best as far as distant goes. And what I mean by that is I can hear things from the farthest away that I ever had on any headset. But it's not as precise. So if you're trying to find a guy that's running by, you might think he's, you know, over here. You might think he's over here, but in reality he's right here. You cannot pinpoint exactly where he's at. You know the vicinity. Also on Destiny, searching for, let's just say you're a chest loot. Say you're farming for spin metal, I don't know. And I could hear spin metal from literally like 30 feet away from the spin metal. I cannot do that on my Tritons. For whatever reason, these do have great distance, just not precise. Do they sound good? Overall, I would recommend these. If you have $300 to spare, you could probably get yourself a better pair of headphones though. Last but not least, I really do want to talk about what people thought of the way I sounded. This does have dual hidden microphones. Once again, that doesn't mean anything to me. All it means is you don't have a boom mic, so people think I sound really far away. Before and after the update that PlayStation just recently had, they both said I sounded far away, muffled, and they could make out, sometimes they could not make out fully what I was saying. So that's kind of a big no-no to me. I mean, what's the point of having a really expensive gaming headset, you know, to muffle out other noise if they can barely hear me anyway? I don't know. That's just kind of all my 2 cents. You know, what do you guys think? I love the cradle. I wish every gaming headset had this cradle. It's just, oh, it's so sexy. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This is the cradle for the Turtle Beach 800s. How sexy is that? This is what the Triton AX Pros look like. A fucking box. And then you got this long-ass wire. Goes all the way up until you get to the headset, right? No, this is so sleek and sexy right here. But guess what? It's not a beauty contest. So once again, the Triton AX Pros, best gaming headset for console. I don't know much about Logitech or Sennheiser or anything like that because they don't really work on the PS4 without some sort of an adapter. And guess what? I don't care to get into that. But I guess you guys might want to see what they actually look like on my head maybe. So let's go ahead and let's put them on. Are adjustable. These come down, these come up, just like any other headphones. That's it. If you guys have anything else that I should have covered, I know I didn't really get in detail with what this does and what that does. Guess what? You guys can Google that. This is just my personal opinion, what I thought about it. And another thing, another key point I wanted to point out. Let's say you're playing a shooter game, right? You go to the menu and you look, you start going down the menu like options, value, picture options, and you start scrolling up and down that column, and every time it goes up and down it makes a beep noise, right? Well, the sound on these things, they actually duck. And what I mean by that is the sound, background noise from the game actually drops down to make that beep noise of the menu selection. That's crazy to me. It's like in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't want to hear that. That kind of messes with my ears. I want to hear constant sound that's supposed to be heard. Anyway, that's everything. This is Jordan, aka Banned by Demand, and I hope you guys like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, because I want to be your friend. Remember, I like to be your friend. Thanks a lot, guys.